All right. This is a video that I was supposed to make and have uploaded. Since I'm recording on my phone, it's like a little bit hard. I think today is let's see. I got my laptop back here. Today is the 13th, technically. It is 2:46 a.m. where I am. That happened to rhyme. Basically, this is an update video 1 year after graduation. This is since I graduated. I graduated August 7th of 2021. It is now August 13th of 2022. I was supposed to make this video last week, but I've been a bit busy, but we'll get into that anyways. So firstly, since graduating, I've had like some general major accomplishments. Um, what have I done? Done a lot of things. Since graduating, I've had some financial success. I put some money. I was able to put away some money. I've been working for about a little bit over a year. I think I started working in July, and I had a budget video put up on my channel of how I budget my $40,000 income. I was supposed to make an update video to that where I was going to say how I budget my $52,000 income, and then a different video of how I budget my income higher than that. So that video, what happened was I simply was like, I recorded it. I was like, I think I did it drunk. I do some videos drunk, and some videos I don't upload every video that I do drunk. Some of them I just be like, man, I think I like rambled way too much in this video, and I'll just be like, okay, I'm not really gonna upload that one, but I had that one drunk and I didn't upload it. I may make that video because I recently found the paper that I had from it. What had happened was 6 weeks after I graduate. No, sorry. 6 weeks after I started my job, I ended up getting hired on full time, as in no longer a contractor. And with that came like a bit of a pay boost. What had happened was I went from $19.35 an hour when I was working with the contract through the staffing agency to about 20 to $25 an hour working with the company that I got hired on at full time. And then after that, I had got a $1.65 raise with the next year because I had started in September. And then around February, I had that extra $1.65 an hour added to my pay. Not only that, I'm able to work overtime. It's honestly kind of expected in my job, and being hourly, what that happens is that my overtime is paid at time and a half. So what it comes out to is about in my first year I've made between 60 to 65,000. That's probably at like my current yearly income, but yeah, that's definitely, I'm somewhere between 60 and 65, I would say. Maybe 60. I'm not sure. I'll have to see like closer towards the end, but I would say closer towards 65. Man, yeah, I'd say closer towards 65. But yeah, I can make a budget video on that, how I budget my income. I say I go pretty heavy on savings. I have been leads me to my next thing. Oh well, I'll get to that after this one. One of the things is I had ended up doing therapy. I think I had talked about that on the channel. I just like therapy. I enjoyed it. I had did it for about 4 months. I feel like I covered 4 months once every week. I enjoyed it. I feel like I got a lot out of it. Feel like I learned some things about myself. I feel like I've just kind of learned how to process situations better. Um, how to avoid situations that I don't really want to be in, things like that. So I think that that was like a really necessary, nice, positive of my life. So I enjoyed that. And then I had stopped. I still do have my counselor's information, so I might like do like a monthly checkup if I feel like I ever do need it again. I'm kind of one of the people who would say like monthly checkups are good, something like that. You get like the main issues out of the way, and then maybe do like a monthly checkup or something like that. But I'm not one of those people that'll be like, maybe you should be in therapy every week for 5 years. Like I feel like maybe something should be working at this point. But but that's just me. That's not how everybody should live their life. I had saved up to buy a car. So I recently, not even recently, I still have not gotten this car. I put my down payment down in this car, which was more so like a pre-order. I put down like a pre-order fee of $1,000 back in late March to get my car, which was supposed to be here sometime June or July. It got to the country in July, and then it had got stuck at port from like it got to port like I'm not sure which port, but it got to port as in one of the it came from I think it came from Japan, so I would assume it went to California, but it got to one of the ports and then it sat there for from the 14th to probably August 6th. So pretty annoying considering that I want my car. Like I would like to have a car, but it sat there for however long. It's finally on the train, but I don't know when it's going to be here. A little bit annoyed, like trying to reach out to the lady type stuff, because I don't know. It's a bit annoying, but once I finally get my car, I'll just be like done with this situation. But the pre-order was $1,000. Um, it gets turned into a down payment since once I like actually pick up the car, make sure that I don't actually back out for it or nothing like that. I have the receipts saved with my financial records that I keep into a little like kind of file cabinet. Yeah, I had bought that. Well, I haven't bought it yet, but I have saved up money to do that. So what I did was I was able to save up $11,000, and I took seven of that to go ahead and fund my down payment for this car. So waiting on doing that. The car was MSRP 24,500. So I bought a hybrid. I bought a 2023 hybrid Elantra. It was one of the best hybrids out on the market right now with the best miles per gallon, stuff like that. I'm just like really conscious about like saving money on those kinds of things. I know there's a bit more maintenance costs and things like that, but I'm one of those people who like try to take care of their cars. Like this pops on, let me go get it fixed pretty soon type stuff. Regular oil changes and things like that. So I am going to be getting one of those. It should be here this month of August. Hopefully it'll be here tomorrow, which is set. Well, today, which is Saturday. Hopefully it'll be here today, which is Saturday. I'm gonna call up there and go see. That would be nice if it is. Might be here Monday because I think they're closed Sunday, but whatever. Yeah. Yeah. So what it's looking like is I'm financing it at a terrible interest rate. I have to do it with the dealership for 90 days. Car dealerships and buying a car and stuff like that is pretty terrible at the time that I was buying a car. With COVID and all those different things, it kind of jacked up the market, made things like pretty bad in a lot of ways. So I think like what I was looking at was probably like a 10% interest rate on this kind of car. So that in that case, you don't want to be financing for much. So what I'm going to be doing is about that 8,000, well, 8,000 less fees. So I think I'll probably expect to pay about like 2,000 or something dollars, close to, in fees. I did save some money keeping my plates from a car I sold, so that's probably like $195, I think. But yeah, so that's gonna be what I'm doing. I'm gonna be financing that. It's probably gonna be roughly a $6,000 down payment. The longer it takes, the more my savings goes back up, and the more my down payment just gets higher again. So yeah, after taking that out, I said it was 11,000. My savings account is about $4,600 now. What I have been managing to do is I save about $600 out of every paycheck, just instantly gone. It lets me do a lot of more stuff, so like I can put $600 up, and then I can sit there and be like, oh, I'm gonna spend the rest of this money this period on whatever is necessary. So people who know me, I have bought like an e-bike. I don't buy a bunch of small like frivolous purchases and stuff like that. What'll typically happen is that I'll just buy something that I'm gonna use, but it'll be like a larger purchase. So one of those largest purchases is my e-bike. My e-bike was about 1,200. By the time everything was said and done, it was about 14. And that was like getting it assembled in Texas. So I got it assembled by a bike shop for $100 because, you know, I can admit that I am not, probably don't want to be working on a bike first time when it's going to be going 20 plus miles per hour, and I know I'm not going to be riding with a helmet. Doesn't seem like something I want to do. So I took it up to a bike shop, got it fixed up. I actually have a review on the channel talking about the bike. So that's one thing. And then I bought a laptop, which is actually sitting right here. I bought a Microsoft Surface Laptop 4. But that was more so an investment in myself, which we'll get into in a second. All of those purchases, those big purchases that I just mentioned. Oh, and then this is a frivolous purchase for me. So I like collecting things, shiny things like coins and stuff like that. They just like give me a sense of happiness. One of the things is I like precious metals, so like I like silver or gold, different kinds of things. So I just bought this little, it's called a comics coin. It's only 5,000 that they let make. It's 99.9 fine silver. It's only an ounce. It's technically legal currency, but not in this country. So I think this is let's see. I think it might be, it's NIUE. So let's see. I'm not really sure what country. It's New Zealand. It's New Zealand. It's New Zealand, man. It's a $2 New Zealand coin. This is how it looks. I haven't taken it out of the case yet, but it is a silver coin. Literally, this is the stamp of it. It is a silver coin. Ah, that camera is focusing nicely. You can see it. I have number 1,974 out of 5,000. I bought it. It was $100. Like I said, I usually don't spend much money on myself, but this one was one of those things that I just kind of like nerded out for type stuff. I just thought it was cool, something to add to my collection of just random coins. I don't have like any like crazy valuable coins. I just like history sometimes, and I just like this one. So though, oh, and so the laptop, the e-bike, the laptop and the e-bike are pretty much my frivolous purchases since graduating, since having more money. So in terms of like just being frivolous, not even frivolous. So I bought the bike because I didn't have a car, because I had sold my car to help out a friend at the time, and I just used the bike to get around town, to go up to the gym and stuff. So I'm approaching about like 250 miles on that bike. So I've been like pretty much racking it up, because I got that bike I think in maybe late June, early July. So I've been racking up some miles on that bike. I use it every time I go to the gym. Right now it's messed up. I do have a video on the channel explaining that. But I'm surprised about how cheap it's gonna be to like get some stuff fixed. The cracked wheel and the gears, the gears, is it called a gear shaft? I'm not sure. The crank. That's gonna be $100 total to get it shipped here. I'm waiting until I get back from vacation to place my shipment, just because I don't want like my package like sitting outside or something. Somebody take it and then now I gotta wait longer to get new bike parts. But I am gonna be getting that. It's gonna probably sit indoors as it gets like towards winter. So Midwest winters, it's not really time to be going 20 something miles per hour on a bike unless I'm finna strap up with the little mitts and everything like that. But I don't think I'm gonna be doing that. I'm probably just gonna get in my car and do that. Um, no, I really don't think I made any other. Oh, I bought a gun. I bought a gun. This was like towards the New Year thing. It was more so closer towards being a birthday gift towards me. If you call that a waste as well, I am a concealed carrier. I like to take accountability for my personal safety, so I just bought one for carrying on me and one that I can leave at the house in case like anything happened and I wasn't at the house. Um, yeah, so that you could see that as a waste. I spent $560 on it before tax, sale tax. It was about 10%, so about 600 $16, $620 is about what I spent on it. It's a nice little gun. I actually have a video about that on the channel as well. Those were my three biggest purchases, and you can call them frivolous, but for me, like, they really weren't frivolous. The e-bike, I wanted to get around town more and stuff like that, and I see myself having it for years. That one was, I'd say, $1,500 total. The laptop I bought, it was $1,000. I'd say it was just $1,000. I'm talking about, I say $1,000 total. It was $1,000, and then the gun was $620. So I've spent about $3,200 in big purchases in the last year, and each of those I can reasonably like justify why I actually bought them, type stuff. The laptop. Now to get into the terms of the laptop, I have been working as a CDO portfolio admin. It's in the realm of collateral. CDO stands for collateralized debt obligations and stuff like that. It's in the finance industry, and I'm not too passionate about it, honestly. I haven't. I've done it. I've gotten good at what I do. I can manage and stuff like that. Clearly, I'm competent enough to stay employed. But I'm not getting what I would like to get out of the job. I'm not like, it's not for me, basically, which I knew going into it. It was more so just like, I need to make some money for the first year, build up savings, build up a skill set, get a little bit more targeted experiences so I can sell myself into different industries. But it's been hard to try to break into those industries. A lot of these different companies, they are so, they won't take a chance on you. You can come out like with a college degree and stuff like that, but you can find like some trouble to find in your field, like your field of expertise. So what I am going to be doing, this laptop was bought to increase my technical knowledge. I have been currently looking at shifting positions. I've been working with a contracting company where they train you up in the art of either data analytics or in software development. And there's a bit of an interview process. First we had to go to an information session where they talk about some things like that. I would be taking a bit of a pay cut for the first I would be taking a bit of a pay cut to do this position. It is a 27-month long contract for the first 3 months on there, 12 weeks. That's when they're training you up. They pay you $600 a week, which I can live by. I can live off of because, I'm not really out here taking on like a bunch of debt or spending up a bunch of money. But yeah, and then after that, the first year is 50,000, second year 60,000, and then after that, I would just go and try to take those 2 years of experience that I have and get like a larger paying job, probably somewhere I would say between 80 and 100,000. Try to do something like that, or I might get bought out of my contract after the first year, which would be nice if I got bought out of it, and then I just work with a company for what I would deem a reasonable enough amount to work with the company. that'll be nice for me. That's just kind of what I'm seeing it as, but I've been going through the process. The first process is that information session. You just go there, see about the job before you even get some information on it before you even go any further. The second session is we get an aptitude test. It's a logic-based aptitude test where they ask you some questions and stuff like that, and you have to score 18 or higher for 3 of their regions and 21 or higher for their one region. I ended up getting a 21. I don't want to go to that one region because screw that. Yeah, screw that. but yeah, that's currently what I've been trying to do. Yeah. So after that, you do a behavior interview, which honestly, I think the behavior interview is just to see, like, are you like a super horrible person to get along with, as in you're crazy, rude, blah, blah, blah. And then if you pass that interview, which was honestly just talking to a person like you have some sense and like you're a person, they're a person. After you pass that interview, you get a 2-week project. It's a HTML course that I've been working on. It's pretty boring, like reading and stuff. I hate reading and like sitting down and having to take notes and just like do stuff, which is why I don't like my job. It's a lot of emails and like a lot of all of that stuff. But the coding portions are pretty fun. I just like finally got to like do some coding stuff, and I made like a basic HTML page, as in basic, as in it was more so like a letter that was an HTML page. So I thought that was fun, kind of cool, and kind of understanding some of the things behind how we like browse and stuff like that. So that was fun. So that's why I bought the laptop. I do still have a laptop. This laptop is a Microsoft Surface Surface Book 1. It's pretty good. It has a detachable thing. It has a detachable like keyboard and stuff like that. It was really good for me back in college, and it still works, but it has a connection issue where the keyboard, if you don't have the screen like placed in the perfect position, the keyboard, it'll light up. It'll provide like power to the battery. I mean, it'll operate as a second battery source for the tablet, but it won't, like, the mouse and keypad won't work, which is like frustratingly annoying. And ordering a new one would have been like 300 something bucks. So I was just more so like, I'd probably just sell it after I get like my information and stuff off of it. I'll probably just sell it and just start over with like a new laptop. I don't really need like a pen type, all of that stuff, because don't really draw or anything. Yeah. So that's my $1,000 laptop explained. I'm actually like pursuing stuff with this new lap. I don't know what this bump is on my shirt, but I promise, like, there's nothing going on with my skin. I don't know why it keeps coming back like that, but that justifies like my laptop purchase, honestly. So like you can see, I'm not just like buying shiny things, and except for this was me literally buying a shiny thing. That was the one. But I've been pretty happy with it. Another thing is, I've done each of those purchases that I mentioned to you. I've done on PayPal Split and Pay. They have this thing where you could split any purchase into 4 interest free, fee-free payments and stuff, where they just bill you every 2 weeks. I've been really enjoying PayPal. It's just kind of like a quick way to order things when you're on like a computer or something like that, and you just want to quickly like step through some stuff. So what I did was I just basically kind of financed it without financing it. The bike, I broke it up into 4 payments. I think it was like $270 each payment. The laptop I broke up into 4 payments. It's like $249, and basically out of every check, out of my fun money, go to whatever money, do whatever money, just take out like it takes out like the 250 for the laptop. So, and then $25 for this, because I really wanted this, but I was just like, oh, taking $100 out right now just seems so. It's gonna be on my credit card statement. I don't know. I don't know how I did that, but yeah, basically, that's it. Pretty much paid off 2 of the payments of the laptop. This isn't something I'm gonna go bust over. This isn't gonna bankrupt me. This laptop. It's actually investments into my future. That coin, $25, isn't really gonna do nothing to me. Yeah. What else? What else? I talked about my goals, how I'm trying to change industries and work on different things like that. So that has been good. What am I looking forward to? I'm looking forward to getting my car, man. Like, bro, I have like my jumper cables, my jack, and my little like tool set just sitting in the corner of this office, because I'm just like, bro, once I get my new car, I can put it in there. I'm probably gonna get a first aid kit and have it in my car, and potentially a fire extinguisher, like just a mini fire extinguisher, just some stuff to keep in the trunk, safety kind of stuff, and then probably like an everyday like toolkit. Probably just keep that in there too. I don't know why, but I just like, I don't know, if I was ever in like a crazy situation and I needed to cut myself out of my seatbelt, I just feel like I should have a knife. If I'm like, I just picture myself like sinking underwater, and I'm just like, can do that and just stay alive. Making fire extinguisher pretty self-explanatory. I don't expect to use those, but I mean, if I run into a fire, not run into, but if I happened upon a fire, it'll be that. What does my budget look like? I've kind of talked about that. My student loans. Student loans have been in deferment and stuff like that. I could have been paying on my student loans a lot more regularly. I'm not gonna lie to you, I could have. But without them being like an automatic payment and stuff like that, sometimes I'll just be like, I'll pay it next week or something like that. I don't really care that much. I graduated with $11,150 in student loan debt. Most of that was pretty much because I wanted to focus on working. I wanted to focus on my final 2 years of school rather than work. So, work a part-time job and stuff like that. I just kind of found that like after all of the terrible jobs I had, that like every job was just kind of like super draining, especially like going through school. So I just like didn't have that in me. I know it's pretty lazy, but I felt like I was taking on debt responsibly. So graduated with $11,150 in debt. I have paid it down up into the point of, I think I owe $8,850. So I paid off like roughly, I'd say 20% of that. Things have been in deferment. If they weren't, I would have paid off things a lot faster, because it would have been growing interest. So I've just been paying those things out. I'll do like 150 here, 75 here. When I was getting paid weekly, my payments to my student loans, like in the beginning when I was a contractor, were like they were like clockwork and stuff like that. But now it's just more so like I just pay them off and shit like that. So when those do start, I would expect my monthly payment to be less than $80, because they start you off with like a 10-year repayment plan. They try to like set you up like that. So I would say my monthly payment will probably be like, I don't know what it'll be, but I would expect it'll be less than $150. I know that. Plus, I expect to get like a pretty decent tax return for the next year. So if I really wanted to, I could just probably knock that out. But what's that's more likely going to look out is a portion to savings, a portion to my Robinhood account, and then a portion to paying off my car sooner, because I don't like debt. And I have to finance with them for 90 days. So it'll be approaching the new year pretty much whenever I get this car. But I'll just throw in another chunk and try to limit as much as I can with that. My monthly payments are probably going to be, I don't know, probably less than $400. So that's a very comfortable spot for me. This is a long video. I had lost some weight in my since graduating. I was 188, probably 186, 188 pounds. It fluctuates. I had gained like back the weight I had lost during like COVID and stuff. So I got down to 170 pounds. I had kind of like picked out the last week and stuff like that and things. I finally got back serious. So I've been like eating out less, except for today. I ate out because it was like a date night type thing. But been eating out less, cooking some home meals, and just trying to like replace some meals with like fruit and water and stuff like that. So I'm at about 173 pounds. So overall, net, I've lost about 15 pounds since this like the start of the other year. I could have lost some more faster, but you know, yeah, probably could have lost some more faster. What else am I trying to get in it? So just to recap, in this 1 year since graduating, I've been able to make over $50,000. Yeah, I've been able to make over $50,000. I've been able to save about I've been able to save about 20% of everything that I've made. So I was able to get up to that 11,000 mark. Um, like I said, and then it would have been more, but keep in mind that I bought a laptop, bought a bike, put $1,000 down on my car. So like these are things that like just came out of a check. So like if you add all of those up, that's probably like $4,300 that didn't go into savings that could have if I had not done that. So in this first year, I was able, if I had not done that, I probably would have been able to save $15,000. But you can see now that I've saved 11,000. Actually 12,000 right now. If you add in what's in my check-ins versus what's in my savings, and then on top of that, I put not even a lot. I put some money into my Robinhood. I grew my Robinhood basically like just from like kind of like zero, no, probably from like 200, 300 to like it's at 1,200, like 40 something dollars right now, and then 2% of my income automatically goes to a Roth 401k, which I didn't know they really have. But my employee match starts in September. I will be at the company up until September. Since I'll only be there for 1 year, I'll only get a 20% of my employee match when I leave. But that's free money, so that's why I've been doing that. That'll be nice. Maybe I'll only get 20% up until I quit, which is probably going to be like November. So late November, so whatever, 20%, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Going to have to roll over that with my next company, but hey, that'll be cool. Yeah, I think I touched over like in terms of finances, if that's what you wanted to hear. In terms of life, my life's been decent. I had adopted a cat. He's a fluffy bastard. He's funny. I like him. His name's Patrick. I didn't name him, but his name's Patrick, and he's fat. I moved. I don't stay at my old place anymore. Got a bigger place, stuff like that. I'm going on a family vacation with my parents and stuff like that. My girlfriend's coming, and just a big family vacation is gonna be next week. So that's gonna be fun. Um, yeah, I'm making all of this at 3 a.m. because one thing that didn't really get fixed was my sleep schedule on the weekends. At least I wake up and then I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna play video games. I'm gonna record YouTube videos. If I can't go to the gym, I'm gonna do this kind of stuff. I haven't been to the gym. I went to the gym the first time. Like, I've only been to a gym once this week, and it's like Saturday. But that's because I've been like, after I get off work, I do work. So work, I got new deals and stuff like that, which have been like a bit more of a headache. My deal load basically kind of got doubled with some newer deals that are annoying in their own right every month, kind of stuff. I'm trying to learn those new deals, how to work through those, blah, blah, blah. So I probably work for like 7 to, from 7, I start my day probably 7:30. Then I work till about 4 to 4:30. And then after that, I'll go to the library and I'll study for about 2 to 2.5 hours. And then like I'll come home and I'll cook dinner. So like So like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I came home and I cooked dinner, type shit. No, it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I came home and I cooked dinner. Thursday, I ordered out. I had this was like my first meal of the day. All I had was like a banana and some water up until that point. But I had got like a gyro or gyro, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Where I'm from, we call it gyros, but whatever. I got one of those. So, yeah. Oh, and if you're wondering what I had today, I had pizza from a local bar, which is like really good. But I had pizza and some wings that we didn't finish. Eyes were bigger than our stomachs. Yeah, now I'm gonna play some Rainbow Six Siege and probably get shat on. All right, guys, wherever you are, wherever you happen to be, you know, hope you're having a good time. Thank you for making it to this point of the video. If you made it to this point in the video, you probably like the video, so maybe press that button that you like it. Quentin usually makes it this far, so shout out to Quentin. I was just hanging out with him last weekend, bro. Oh my god, drinking with him. I had to take a day off of drinking. Like the Sunday, I was like, I'm not drinking, bro. But yeah, yeah. Everybody's still legit in my friend group. They got their own things going on, but that's their story. And if they're ever on here, they'll tell it. But this has been JC, and I'm getting off to go play Rainbow. Thank you guys. Love you. Peace.